Hit them with corruptible mortal vessels. Doesn't that sound romantic? I could just die.
Sounds like a very real possibility. Sure you don't need help with that soulmate, Sybil?
If you're not married by now, there's not much time left.
There's plenty of time. I still have a lot of data to analyze while I figure out how the soulmater works.
Have you had a lot of applicants?
A few. If you know anybody else, of course, send them my way. A lot of these guys have no chance, but I'm still interviewing them to be polite. Speaking of which, what kind of movies do you like, Harry?
No, I don't go to the movies that much because of my astigmatism.
Don't you want to give Abe another chance?
Abe who? You were telling me more about yourself, Harry.
I was detailing my various prescriptions and inhalers, if I remember correctly.
How can you afford to keep your shop, Sybil, when you don't have a new job?
I'm still getting residuals from when I was Queen of Canada. The new location is a lot better for me. Not as nice as Edmonton, with its temperate summers and outstanding cost of living, but I get by.
Oh, royalties! I get it.
Do you know anything about a place called the Zombie Factory?
Zombies? Where?
Irrational fear of zombies. Interesting. But yes, I did get an email about something like that from some friends in Europe into the whole equal rights for the undead thing. Can't remember where exactly.
Remember to lock up tonight, so the zombies can't get in.
Get in? There are zombies right outside?
I'm not going to lock my door. This is a public place, and they have the right to peacefully assemble just like anyone else.
Remember to lock up tonight, so the zombies can't get in.
Get in? There are zombies right outside?
I'm not going to lock my door. This is a public place, and they have the right to peacefully assemble just like anyone else.
Good luck finding your soulmate.
This has nothing to do with luck, Sam. It's all about psychology and technology.
It's Sybil's soulmater.
Right. I'm going to need that, so don't touch it.
She really needs to take these down before someone gets hurt. Harry Molman. Last time we saw you, you were...
Yeah, on the moon. What's all this I keep hearing about zombie attacks?
They're everywhere!
You boys have guns, right?
Are we just not getting through to these people?
Yeah, we're really not that complicated, Harry. How are things going with you and Sybil?
Oh, she's playing hard to get. But women have a hard time resisting my charms. Oh, she'll grow to love me. Yes, she will.
I hate to break it to you, Harry, but Sybil's not that into you.
She's more into the whole hard rock scene.
Just wait till she gets a load of my oboe.
Was that clumsy innuendo or a pathetic attempt to sound cool?
Both.
Do you really think you have a chance with Sybil?
I'm in it to win it. Ha-ha!
Do you really think you have a chance with Sybil?
I'm in it to win it. Ha-ha!
Do you know anything about a zombie factory?
Zombies don't make things, they break them.
No, it's a factory that makes zombies.
Inconceivable! That's like making hate and evil and awfulness.
So you're saying you don't like zombies?
What have you got against zombies?
Disgusting creatures. They're always breaking things. Zombies are why we can't have nice things.
Wait, the reason you don't like zombies is that they break things?
Yes! Stupid, clumsy undead.
And that bothers you more than the brain eating?
They're hell on knickknacks.
Are you still into prismatology?
Oh, no. Between the four of us, I wasn't that into it in the first place.
You just relocated to the moon for it.
Well, think how great docent looks on a resume.
What are you doing for work these days?
Well, I'm hoping the stipend from this job holds me over.
Sybil's paying men to be her suitor?
Of course not. But they don't know that.
See you later, Harry.
Zombie!
Hey, nice chocolate heart.
Yes, it's a sweet gift for the sweetest girl who would return my calls.
How romantic.
Apparently, Sybil's suitors have never heard "Can't Buy Me Love." Proving it only takes one to tango.
She was the only woman I ever loved. This century, at least.
Yeah, maybe you should talk about this with your therapist.
She was my therapist.
Oh, good. Lamont and Wallace, you're here.
Sam and Max, actually.
Whatever. Your friend here is driving me crazy. Take him off my hands, would you?
Stinky's two-faced role model. Every little jackalope says, "I want to be a hat rack when I grow up." I didn't even realize stoplights could become Vikings. Given the hole in the hull, I think the SS Guppy and the Shark have met before. Somewhere, a ship's been sailing in a straight line for a long time. I think the Shark's joined a gang. Wonder if it's the Jets or the,
You walked right into that one.
It's just a snow globe in the middle of drought season. I'm deeply opposed to all shoes, snow or otherwise. I guess he's Mexican-African-American. The boomerang is the telltale sign of the Australian mummy, which is indigenous to this area. Is that George Romero or Caesar Romero?
Well, based on the putrefied flesh, I'd have to say John Romero.
What's shaking, Abraham?
She's gone. Left me.
Who's gone?
Sybil!
Of course she left you. She dumped you like yesterday's breakfast when she caught you macking on the Moai heads.
I was sure it was just one of her moods.
Come on, Abe. Take it like a man. Think of all the advantages of being single.
Like what?
You've got total freedom.
Complete lack of direction.
You can set your own trail.
And walk it completely alone.
You can do what you want when you want. You answer to nobody.
And nobody cares if you die.
Nobody tells you what to do.
Or tells you anything. Ever.
You can meet lots of new people.
And have a never-ending string of shallow, unfulfilling encounters.
You don't have to be tied down to one woman.
Unless that woman is the nurse at the free clinic.
We seem to be working at cross purposes, Max.
Maybe, but this way I get to annoy two people at once.
Sybil's looking for a new boyfriend.
Fine. I don't care.
Aren't you jealous?
Not at all. And hanging out near her office is not stalking. No matter what she says.
You really blew it with Sybil, huh?
It was just a simple misunderstanding.
Like, I can't understand why you aren't as hot as that Moai head?
She took that completely out of context.
Do you know anything about a zombie factory?
Do you mean like a factory that comes to life after it's been shut down, cranking out products in a hideous parody of actual production, destroying other factories it comes into contact with?
No, that's not what we're looking for.
But I wish we were.
What do you know about zombies?
Pests. Hooligans. They always gather outside the memorial with their million zombie rallies and groanings. Always playing that awful music they listen to.
How do you stop a zombie?
Beats me. Just between the three of us, I'm pretty hopeless at anything except making speeches.
Keep a stiff, hairless upper lip, Abe.
Always.
Looks like an old-style sun lamp.
For turning yourself brown and leathery from the comfort of your own home. Whee!
Who washes their gongs? The Alps are the only place you can say, check out the size of his horn without getting punched. What's this sticky black goo?
That's my gooey molasses tar cake. It's a recipe handed down through my family for centuries.
All the way back from the primordial ooze, from the looks of it.
It's just a pie. It's not something you really talk about. Do you know anything about a zombie factory?
Oh, sure. I was a foreman at a zombie factory for a year while I was writing my opera. They're good workers, as long as you don't let them unionize.
No, this isn't a factory that hires zombies. It's a factory that makes zombies.